Hi, this is Jessica Kennedy for Week 7, Discussion Board 4 for Liberty University on the issues of modern Christianity. Religious freedom in 2018. We live in an era in which the hostility towards religion has never been greater. Secularization of influences shape American culture in profound ways. Issues like radical skeptical biblical scholarship and a sexual ethos that runs contrary to Christian belief have set the battleground to include marriage, family, sexuality, contraception, abortion, euthanasia, health care, employment law, education, and property law. Increasingly, religious liberty is under attack by government, the courts, the media, colleges and universities, the interest groups for whom Orthodox Christianity is an obstacle. As it is true that religious liberty has never been perfect, as it tends to ebb and flow with the changing generations, it can be said that in this modern era, the belief systems of Christians are under the heaviest attacks in U.S. history. John Tonkovich, in his book, The Liberty Threat, says that the days are numbered for churches to freely conduct their affairs according to traditional beliefs and practices on issues of sexuality and gender without government interference. The recent Massachusetts state law, which forces churches to allow transgender people to use church bathrooms and shower facilities of their choice, is just the tip of the iceberg. Churches will need to disentangle from the government to the extent that they can, or else figure out how to deal with their inevitable legal and legislative challenges. According to Martha Nassagum in her book Liberty of Conscience, the respect for religious differences has formed the bedrock of our nation and has made equality possible. Yet today we are told that moral values or code for the government shaped by religious concerns must be the keystone of our social compact. Instances like the Jehovah's Witnesses may not be compelled to recite the Pledge of Allegiance in school, which their religion forbids as a form of idolatry. It goes against the First Amendment. It says that Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Religious fairness has always encountered temporary threats. No doubt it will encounter others in the future, because the tendency to exalt one own group as the good, Orthodox group, and to demote others is unfortunately common in human nature. Fear of strangers, demonization of new or unpopular groups, panics about the future of the nation, all of these from time to time have caused Americans to diverge temporarily from our fundamental constitutional commitment to equal citizenship and equal liberty in religious matters. The idea of separation of church and state can at times be confusing, as most Americans would not agree that the fire department, which is a government agency, should not help a burning church, and some disagree with the state funding or subsidizing religious instruction. Two cases are noted: Sherbert versus the state of South Carolina. Miss Sherbert was denied unemployment compensation. She was a Seventh-day Adventist who, forbidden to work on Saturdays. The unemployment says, no, we're not going to give you any money. The state of South Carolina says that you cannot do that because you can't make that judgment based on her, fault her for her beliefs. This respect for fellow citizens does not mean saying or believing that their religious views are correct, or even that all religions are valid routes to understanding life. But as Nassenbaum also noted earlier, that there's a respect conscience principle that means respecting others as human beings with their own choices to make in religious matters, and a right to make those choices freely. This does not imply that all religions and views of life must be equally respected by government, for some extreme views might contradict or even threaten the very foundations of the constitutional order and the equality of the citizens within it. Even George Washington said the state of the Quakers did not have to serve in the military during the Revolutionary War because it in this gave a religious consciousness the separation of church and state. Thank you.